couldn't hear me, but I got to blow my nose, so I got to mute. Okay, so let me repeat some of what I said, and let me get my keyboard out the picture. I don't know why this is like the camera's so sturdy right now. I really don't know. Okay, so I went to. I'm trying to stream simultaneously on Twitch. I have a Twitch account. I've had it for, I don't know, maybe about a month, but I didn't really know what to do with it. I started playing around with it yesterday. Um, I guess I didn't realize or something. It didn't connect with me how to use Restream as the source for where I stream, where I do the video part from, and I had downloaded a third-party app and tried it with that, but I didn't realize I didn't need it. And then also I had a problem with Discord. I guess Discord needed to update, and when I did update it, it crashed my computer. Every time I would log on, when Discord would load, it would give me the blue screen of death, BSOD. Um, and so I wound up having to reload Windows on this computer, and this is like the newer one. I don't know what's going on these days. Everything is just so crazy. Um, all I can say is breakthrough is coming. When things get like that, when one thing after the other, it's been over the past like 6 months, really. So I know God's got something in the works for me. Something's about to happen. And I think it's going to be huge. And I'm just, I think that's one reason why I want to celebrate Advent is I feel like I am kind of, okay, like getting kind of, spiritual now. Watch out. I feel like I'm in a moment of silence and consecration for what's about to happen. And it's interesting because like I'm even saying this, broadcasting it, and I really kept quiet about a lot of things in my life, period. Because I'm on here to color. But anyway, that's one reason why I wanted to celebrate Advent is because I feel like I'm in this moment, and my whole being, my spirit feels like really like moving into this place of just consecration. That's the only way I can say it. Set apart. That's what that word means, being set apart. And in this case, I feel like I'm being set apart in a very specific way that I can kind of relate um, to figures that are part of Advent, really, if you take into account what Advent is about. And that's Elizabeth, the wife of Zacharias the priest, who became pregnant with John the Baptist. And then it was like 3 months later that Mary became pregnant with Jesus. And they only let each other know what the other one was going through at a certain point. When Elizabeth, I don't know, was it Mary that went to go stay with Elizabeth because Elizabeth was her cousin? And then, they shared their stories, and it's like, whoa, you're going through this too. So anyway, that kind of points back to like the sketch that I was trying to do the other day that I haven't done any more with, but who knows? I might. It's like my brain is not stilled enough to be able to draw. So I think that's one reason why I've been coloring so much too. But anyway, back to the Dover sample pages. So I downloaded some pages, and I think I found some pages that I think fit with my emotions right now, with that whole idea of silence and being kind of like sequestered in that moment where you're trying to just, I don't know. But before I show those pages, this is one of them. and I'm printing them out actually one by one while we're on here. I wanted to show another set of pages that I got. These I got from Etsy, and I printed them on regular printer paper. And they're called, oh shoot, did I close that? I didn't mean to close that. I have so many windows open right now. Ain't funny? I must have closed it because I said, oh, you got too much open. It's from a coloring book, though. Where is it? Okay, maybe I can find it in my email. I really do want to color. I really do. So I don't want to talk too much. I don't even know. Like, my voice seems kind of iffy. But, okay, it's called Cat Coloring Pages. 25 printable fun coloring book for kids, teens, and adults. And it's by Little Melon Press Shop. And I'm going to put that name in the chat just in case you're interested in these pages. Little Melon Press Shop on Etsy. So I didn't print all of the pages, but I printed some of them. And I did them on regular printer pages, regular paper, like printer paper, because I'm not sure. I may be wanting to use crayon on these, and crayon seems to like regular printer paper. So, and I'm going to do these as a part of Martha's cat coloring challenge, which, like, you know what? I got my thing open here. I feel like I'm practicing for something. I don't know. But anyway, I have these for this particular coloring challenge. So, kitty cat coloring, hosted by Martha Makes Art. So that's what I downloaded these for, and what I got this Etsy book for. A little grasshopper in here. I like this one because it reminds me of one of my cats. He was like the medium short-haired cat that I had that gave me the butterfly, and that I also nicknamed Bunny because of how he would go up the stairs. He would race me up the stairs in the apartment I lived in. Every time I let him in the house after being outside. But he also liked, when we came out here to the country, his favorite thing, like, he not into mice, not into like none of that. But he liked katydids. And this isn't a katydid, but it, kind of looks, katydids do have kind of, I don't know, they're really pretty ephemeral looking bugs. But anyway, whenever he made that noise like cats make when they caught something, like there's something in their mouth, and they're letting you know, I always knew he had a katydid. Oh. Anyway, so that's why I printed this one. Plus, I like this planter. And I also thought I could kind of Christmasify this one too. So, by maybe putting something in the background, putting lights in the, in the, what do you call this thing? In the plant, and all kinds of stuff like that. So, looks like a kitten. Especially practice on kitty toes. I have a lot of experience with kitty toes because I used to trim their claws, and one of them, particularly this one cat that liked the katydids, he didn't like to be touched if he didn't want you to touch him. So I would trim his claws when he was kind of half asleep and lying kind of halfway across my lap. He was one of those cats that, I choose you, you don't choose me, don't you pick me up. He would come and sit next to me and like lie in my lap, part of him on my lap, part of him on the sofa. And so, like, his paws would be there. So I would have to, how I would do it was I would massage his paws. It would just be a part of me, like, being, whatever you call it, just part of my bonding time with him. So I'd like massage his paws, and then I gently, like, you can push out the little one segment so that the claw sticks out more, so you can see it all, so you don't cut it to the quick. And then I'd snip, And like I could get away with a few of them, at least before he was like, "No, we ain't doing this." Sometimes I could get away with a lot of them, so as long as I did it right. But yeah. So I should know how kitty paws look. So that kind of made me think about that. But anyway, so that's one. This one is I like this one because it reminds me of how when cats are like lying down and then they like look up at you, kind of like, what you bothering me for? Why are you deciding to vacuum now? This is my nap time. Plus, I liked the space that was around here. I thought I could also like Christmasify this too, or add things to the background if I wanted to. I do that part kind of looks weird to me, but I can fix that. Love this one. Nothing I'd add, just color it. Well, maybe something to the background. There's that one. I feel another one here. And there's this one. One of those sleek kind of cats. This one looks like it's kind of Siamese or something. I love this one. They're sleeping under the plant. Where's that? I feel like I need to stop talking. I feel like I'm losing my voice. And I haven't been talking that much. This is the first. Love this one. It's so cute. Okay, looks like a cat mom and its kitten grown up. This one, cat sleeping and dreaming of food. Kind of likes a candy cane there. I thought, yeah, I could kind of Christmasify this one maybe. This one needs a nose. I looked at the drawing and was like, what happened to the nose? So I can like finish drawing its face. I just like how the picture is kind of a bold and easy kind of coloring. Love this one with a fish. Cat dreaming of food. I definitely had one cat who was like this. He never did sleep on his back. I don't think any of our cats did, but well, we had one. The one that I had went that by itself. She did. But I think it's funny with them sleeping, thinking of food. I definitely had a cat that I'm sure he dreamed about food. And you might actually want to put chicken around here instead of fish, because if we were eating any kind of poultry, forget about it. He was like right there. Then this one, I like this one too. I like the look in his face. It looks like it might be some kind of like tuxedo cat or something because of how it has the separation there. I probably should look at Twitch, huh? Anybody watching? Looks like just me. Okay. Thought I'd check. Okay. Probably should have them open in 2 different windows. Okay, so those are the cat coloring PDFs. I actually where did I put them anyway? I put my finished PDFs, the ones I finished coloring, I put them in the plastic sleeves. Oh, they're right here. And I'm going to put them in a notebook. I just have to figure out what notebook I'm putting them in. So I have 2 other ones I don't know what I'm going to do with. I need to finish this one. Still thinking about that. This one was like, I don't know what to do with it. It was kind of weird. I suppose I need to finish it, but I don't feel inspired yet. Hey, Carrie. It was just so hard. I wanted this one to look like that, and like tried it as I couldn't get it to look that way, and I got so frustrated. I was using acrylic markers, and that was frustrating, but I learned some things from it. But yeah, and this one, which is like horrendous, I don't know what to do with it. It's just a printed page that I still have another page. I can print it out again, but I keep fighting with this one. I don't know why. Then these, I just put them in, and I put them in like one on each side. Put that in here. Ooh, that's thick. I guess it feels, oh, just because I got 2 pages. Duh. Then we knock over this one, that one. I didn't realize how many of these things I did. It's like, wow, I've really been going to town with them. Okay, so I need to start printing this is from Creative Haven, Christmas Color by Number. And yeah, so that's what I'm in the process of printing now, and I gotta find, where the heck is Adobe? Where did it go? I got like way too many windows open. What happened to it? All these things I had to re-download Adobe and all this other stuff. Really crazy. Okay, so this is number 4 in the bunch. And let's see. I don't like the cat ones. How is this doing this? That's interesting. Why is 4 there? It's called Too Many Pages Open is what it's called. Okay, so I have this one. Let me close this. Close tab. No, I don't want to save it. And I had my Adobe set to the way it originally was, because I found like all the stuff they've added to it is really annoying. And now I got to reset it again because I had to re-download this. Okay, we're going to see how my computer handles, and my printer handle me doing all of these. I don't know how long it's going to take. But Adobe seems to print these PDFs better than anything else. When I've tried in other, just other things with the computer, whoops, that just fell right out on the floor. It just hasn't been as successful. And so I'm going to stick with what's easiest. Okay, so let me figure out here. Because, I don't want them falling on the floor. Don't fall on the floor. I've been praying for snow. They're getting snow other places, but not here. Not here and not south of here. I'm kind of SOL on that. Okay, so which one is which? I like that some of these are sideways. I'm trying to figure out which one I printed so I can get rid of the ones I didn't. Okay, well, here's one. Has the Nutcracker. And I want to find it on here so I can close it. There we go. So that's one. Now, these are all from Creative Haven Christmas Color by Number. Okay, so there's actually a book that has these in it, but I just have 7 pages from it. I like every single page too. So this is another one. This is page 1 in the sampler. I just like I kind of like that it's so light. because then when you color it, the dark lines aren't going to be so visible. You know, it won't have those dark lines that show through. I kind of like that. And let's see, then there is this one, which is number 7. And this has all the food. I think that, what is it, holly in the background. What does that look like? Pickled eggs or something? Rock candy? Gingerbread men? That looks like a fun page to color. So there's that one. And let's see. I can't believe I'm doing this at the same time. Both the. Do I have 2 of the Nutcracker? No. Oh, there's one of the Nutcrackers standing up, and I have one with him sideways, which is kind of cool, but I don't know how that happened. Is that in one of the pages like that? It looks like it is. Page number 5. Oh, I can actually see the numbers on this one too. I couldn't see it on the other ones, but I can see the numbers on this one. Not too much on the printout though. So it's possible if you do use color by numbers and you want to see the numbers, I don't know if you can change like how dark the lines turn out, but you might want to do that if you really want to go by the numbers, because I don't know, I gotta put my glasses on to try and see these. I can't really see them. Okay, so I can get rid of this one. One more. Oh, the big bird on it. Oh, I wonder if it's because of the size. I don't know why it did that. Oh. Although I can see the numbers when I look at it on in Adobe, I can see the numbers. Just can't see them when I look at the image here. But that might be because like I need glasses to do it. Plus, it's in this gray. The lines are kind of gray, so it's hard to see. Okay, so this is the last one I have of the sampler. It's got probably cardinal. I think it's a cardinal. No, it looks kind of small for a cardinal. It's the size of a titmouse. So I don't know what's up with that, but how do I know that? From living in the country. Otherwise, I never would know the difference. So that is from the Creative Haven Christmas Color by Numbers. And let me try and open this up and not kick myself off. Hey, Taylor. So I think I'm coloring in these like today. I really like them, and I'm going to color in one of them today. And I'm not going to go by the numbers. So I'm just going to color it how I feel like it. So let's see. What else do I want to do? I have 2 more to print that are from another book. They're also from the sampler. And they're from a book called Creative Haven. Of course, these are Dover Creative Haven Cat Mom Coloring Book. There's a whole coloring book called Cat Mom. So if you're into cats, FYI, there's a book. Again, I'll probably be using these for Martha's coloring challenge. So let me print this one. There were 3 pages, but only 2 of them were pages you could color. So the other one was a duplicate. It was like the same as one of the coloring pages, but it was in color. So I don't know if that's the cover of a book or what. But Here's one of them, which I think is adorable. The cat with the yarn. If you've ever seen a cat when they get something and they're like that and they keep kicking, because I don't know, it hits wherever their reflex is and they keep kicking and they can't stop. It's kind of hilarious. Okay, so we're done. Done with the printer. Yay. And then this is the other one, which I like because it has all the backgrounds in them. It's kind of cute. And I did decide to do these on the cardstock. I don't know. Just because. Because I had a feeling I probably would use like pencil and stuff on these, not crayon. So, oh, excuse me. Big burp. Okay, so what are we going to color today? I actually colored 2 mandalas yesterday. 2. That was a lot for me. Let me get rid of these. And that. I'm going to get rid of all of these. And I actually put away books today, which was good. I needed to do that. So I have all my books in a box, pretty much. And I think I want to do one of these sideways pictures. That's really cool. It's almost like, I don't know, I see some of these color by number pictures and I'm thinking, like using the gouache or something on them because they're kind of intense. Not ready for the nutcracker yet. Where is it? Where's that other one? I want the one at the cabin. Because I feel like that's quiet, calm. That makes me think of that whole... Where are these things coming from? It's the second one of these I've seen. I don't know what it's from. It's very beady looking. Oh, is that going to work on the desk? I don't know. I feel like I should use Prismacolors on this, or actually maybe the Polychromos, really. That calls for a revolution on my desk. Because I got a lot of stuff. I have the colors on my desk, and they take up a lot of space. Because there's 300 of them. I was using the colors to, I suppose I could use the colors on here. I don't know. I hope I don't regret it. I don't know. I'm going to do it. There's enough of them, right? Worst case scenario, I switch. Okay. So I was looking up music today too. I really would love to do the play Jason Lewis Mind Amend in lives, but I don't think I can do that. And if I can get I don't know. I'm trying to figure out so much stuff with that, with the music thing. Okay, it's a big old case. Do the best I can. I wonder if I need to turn on another one. It's dark so early now. Days are getting shorter. But after the 31st, was it? No, the 21st. After the 21st, the days start getting shorter. I mean, longer. So, the solstice, winter solstice. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I guess I'm drawn to this first. I really do kind of want to use the polychromos, but I don't want to get them out because I don't want to have to shift trays. I have to figure out a way. That's why I've been thinking of. That's why I started switching up what was in one of my cases. I moved the Starjoy Golds out of a case and put them into a tin because I really want to start using the pencils I like. Instead of torturing myself with ones I know aren't going to give me what I want. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to start with a lighter color. I've never used this color. What is it? Where the heck are my glasses? I got two pair here and I don't know I have either one of them on. Why is that? What's this saying? Golden orange? I don't really want orange, but I don't know. I'm drawn to the color, so I'm just going to do it. And then put a darker brown over it. Yeah, so the Discord app really messed up my computer yesterday with that update they had. And I tried to see if, anybody else had that problem, and couldn't find anything on it, but I'd love to download it again, but nope, not if it's going to do all that. I got too much work I need to do in the next few weeks to have that happen, and it actually messed up my day yesterday because there was work that I was going to do some work and couldn't because I had to figure out that whole thing. If there was a way for me to fix the problem without having to do a whole, reloading of Windows, and there wasn't. I tried a few things, found a few things, tried a few things that didn't work, and so I just had to reload Windows. And after doing all that, trying to find a solution, trying the solutions not working out, having to resort to the most drastic one, I didn't feel like working anymore. It's like, I need a break from that. So, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was that third-party app that I downloaded to try and broadcast Twitch from it, or Discord, but it was definitely the Discord update that my computer was like, kept getting that blue screen of death. Told me what the file was that it was having the problem with, but I couldn't access that through DOS to be able to, get rid of it, update it, or whatever. I'm not that smart. So I didn't feel like researching more to find out that. Because I could research more and then find out, nope, there's no way to do it. Because I just was like, oh, forget it. So I didn't lose my files. Most of my stuff is is backed up to the cloud anyway. But I do need to do backups of the entire computer. All three of them. And I got to figure out how to do that. Because I have a lot of options, and I'm trying to figure out what the best one is that I'm going to remember. when I encounter a problem like that again. So that's one of the things I'm going to be figuring out between December and January. So if I didn't have enough already to figure out. Part of the problem is I'm the main one who uses computers, but the the broadband, the router and everything, they're all downstairs. And I don't know that there's a way to route it up here to make this one the main one. I doubt. I don't think that there. It's going to be a lot of trouble to do that if we tried to do that. And because if I had that, then I could have this one networking thing hooked up to one of my computers up here, and then I could, I don't know, I'd have more control with backing things up and whatever, but I don't know. Too much logistics involved. Too much. This looks like butterscotch. I love butterscotch, or I used to love butterscotch. I probably don't love butterscotch as much anymore. I don't really eat hard candy. When I was a kid, I loved butterscotch because it was the closest I could get to caramel sometimes. So it's like, okay. And something that I actually, like I said, with the whole, the people that I watch who do junk journals, I've been watching them, a little bit over the past few months just to see, like, what do they do? What tools are they using? And what of those tools are things that I already have that I use for coloring or whatever? And I may have things from like before I even started coloring, like things from painting or whatever. And oops, got it in the window. I need to sharpen the pencil now. And something that I've seen people use with their junk journaling are envelopes. Envelopes left over from the mail, ones you just throw away, like you get junk mail or mail you need, but you throw away the envelope. I got plenty of envelopes. I get plenty of envelopes. So I think I'm kind of starting to save envelopes and putting them in a special area. And I'm actually thinking that I can start practicing just doing things with the envelope by itself to kind of build up my skills or whatever and my aesthetic for, junk journaling, and then just play around with that. And it's something that I can actually throw away if I don't like it, if I don't like how it turns out. And I haven't really wasted anything because it's just an envelope I would have thrown away anyway. And then I can practice whatever I do with it. Practice on it, and it might be a keeper, or it might be something to throw away, it might be something to build something on top of and cover up what I did, but the bulk underneath will provide, something for the end result when I finally like get it kind of right. And I kind of like that idea that like nothing's getting wasted. Everything's leading to something else, to an end result. And I really like that idea. So I really want to kind of use anything that I have to do this and experiment with, making materials out of what I already have, paper, bits and pieces of things, or whatever. I'm not really buying a lot of stuff unless it's something like glue, you know. So we'll see how that turns out. Doing some drawing on them, just something I can do which doesn't require anything extra. And then have one box where I keep all that stuff, so it's all in one place. All these little bits and pieces I made are in one thing, and I can just kind of go in there and put them together when I feel like it. Because I don't want to get into this big hoarding of stuff. I love that color. Okay, what else is that color? I think this probably is. I'm trying to see the dough. Where's the dough? I don't think this would need to be that too. It doesn't show this. Seems like that should be log cabin too. The color number name on there, I can't really tell. I watched a couple shorts, and they might be by the same person, that were talking about complementary colors and unifying, how one color, like putting it into other things, other objects on the page, can make kind of unify your image. And that's something that I found myself doing. And I don't know, it must be something I learned in painting or something. I don't know, but it was nice to see that video and say, oh, okay, that is a thing. It's a thing to do. It does help, and that helps me think more about when I'm coloring, how to incorporate a color that might seem to be an oddball color into something I'm working on. Ooh, is that too dark? It's a Prismacolor. That's all that I use a lot. It's still on my desk. I just use it because I can. Which one is this? Yeah, 90% French gray. I love all those freaking grays, those French grays in that set. I really do. Okay, that might be too dark. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. Let's see if that will blend. Or how it will blend. Yeah, maybe not the greatest. But, no. Nice thing about having PDFs is if you don't like how you colored it, just print up another one. Now, do I need to keep using that since I started with it? No, it's dark umber. We need a point down here. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm gonna deal with work tomorrow, but I've been praying about it. So I'm just tired. Really tired. I took B12 today to see if that would give me a kick in the pants. I didn't take a nap today though. I haven't been doing too much. Bathroom upstairs is still in progress for the tub. Um, my husband put the drywall pieces up. I don't know if he put both of them up or one, because he cut it out on a couple sides. And he asked me about the shower downstairs. Yes, how is it taking a shower down there? I'm like, difficult. It's like it's not made for short people. I said, but if nothing else, that means nobody's gonna come over here and take a shower at our house. It's happened before. Ugh, I hate that. So he changed. He said he went down and changed the. I don't know. Moved the thingy, the head down. So we'll see if that makes it better. I says, but I don't even care. I'm just relying on this one being done because that's not one I plan on using. It's not what it's there for. Not in my book. It's there for guests, not for me, and that's how I want to keep it. Hey, Deb. Yeah, cool. Nice to see you. Yeah, so when I was talking about the Kirby Rosanna's thing, that like the junk journaling, no, what was it that I was seeing? Might be like the Kirby Rosanna's book for me. I can't remember what it was, but um, the thing I was equating with it, why I was equating whatever it was with Kirby, is because I was really like, I didn't know what to do with Kirby books before. They totally freaked me out. I had no idea how to approach them or anything. And something clicked for me. I did that snake page in Kaleidomorphia, and from there, I feel like something just changed. And I did all those pages I did recently. I'm like, what happened? What happened? I don't know. The only thing I can think of is after thinking about them for so long, years, like 2 or 3 years at least, I something clicked finally. Okay. Ooh, dinner. What's for dinner? Oh, is there any to show to you? I'm doing this little loopy thing because I see a little bit of gray there, and I don't know what it's for. But I'm gonna make it look like a wood thing. I didn't do that with this part. I did it with those. Yeah, that didn't. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where that came from. So there's hope because I mean, I can even show some of my early Kirby pages. Like the first one I colored in, and I just most of the time I just like I don't know what to do. But I think there's something to learning about learning. It's like you have to focus and learn how to look at it in a particular way so that the other things in there don't freak you out. And I started approaching it by blocking colors and like a couple years ago, just blocking out colors on the page. And I thought if I can see it in that way, that might help. And that did help me, but I still didn't get the kind of picture necessarily that I wanted. Um, but it was doable. And then doing Dawn's challenge with the one color challenge with the blue camel, that did something for me too. Because the way I started dealing with that was seeing the whole page just in one color. It forced me to deal with the images in a particular way that actually was comfortable, even though there's like a heck of a lot of them. And that might have been what kicked off the change in my brain with yeah, never color in what you don't like. That's that's kind of like number one rule. Don't color in what you don't like. Why torture yourself? It's like I think it was Ivy Pearl telling me, "Why are you coloring with pencils you don't like? Stop torturing yourself." And I had to stop and think. You know what? You're right. Why am I doing this? First I had an excuse for it, and then it was like, you know what? She's right. This is really stupid. Why am I doing this? Yeah, it is. I couldn't color in those books all the time. It would drive me crazy. But it just was hitting for me at the moment. It just was, I don't know. And I couldn't stop. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think this is like, oh my gosh. I think it's time. I don't go to the orthodontist until the 18th, but I can tell it's time to go because I have a wire now, and I have a wire poking into my cheek, which I don't have all of that hooking up thing happening like they did before. They says no more back wire. So whatever it is, it's because my teeth are my top row of teeth is successfully shifting over to the right. So now whatever wire is on the whatever bracket is last or whatever is now kind of poking into my cheek. So it means what they did worked, but I was like, now I'm ready to like, okay, next step, please, because I don't like this. I think my favorite pencils are Polychromos, the Faber-Castell Polychromos. That's kind of one reason why I'm eager to get them out of the tin and into a way I can work with them better, which I'm not exactly sure what way that is. I'm thinking about it. I'm making little moves because I don't really like working with a big case of pencils that gets on my nerves. But it's better than having to move those trays. That's annoying. That's what deters me from using them. So I gotta get them out of there. So I'll use them. Ooh, that made it yellow. That's weird. The white made it yellow. How'd that happen? We keep getting rid of that yellow. That's wild. I have to remember that. Yeah, they didn't tell you like when you're kids, like younger. Like I don't know when they started telling people this, but they didn't used to tell them that like you really do have to wear your retainer for like ever for the rest of your life, basically. Because that same thing happened to my sister. That she had braces when we were younger, and her teeth moved back. They shifted back. That really sucks too. Like after all that time of me having to wear them and endure that, and then that happens. I don't like that. I didn't realize that that white would do that to it. I don't like that. I'm erasing it. I don't like it. Let's see if we can. Let's see. I could put purple there, maybe, or gray to keep it from. Uh, Purple? Do I want to use purple? I don't. It's not gonna be light enough. I need a. Oh, let's want a little bit of gray under there to keep the. But then I gotta use purple to make that. Oh, I do. Let's see what they use this. This one a little bit to keep the yellow out. Let's see if that works. I don't know if it worked or not, but it still looks kind of yellow to me. But we'll just ignore it. We won't perseverate. Can't use that white. Don't do that. That didn't work well. So I'm using color pencils right now just because they happen to be on my desk. With a Prismacolor that's left over on my desk. And it's that Prismacolor white that I love so much that really turned that to yellow, which like kind of shocked me. But yeah, I kind of ate what I guess basically is my dinner because I haven't eaten since. This ate that at like 2:30 or something like that. And I had and I just made a grilled cheese and ham, and I had a little bit of salad with it. I just don't have much of an appetite lately. I don't know. It's hard for me to eat. And I didn't have that, thank goodness. I didn't have that whole um, taste in the mouth thing. My husband had the metal taste in his mouth with when he had COVID, but I didn't have that, thank goodness. But I was having issues with eating anyway before that. But it did, like, when I did that Instacart, I bought a bunch of stuff that I could force myself to eat. And oh my gosh, you know what? I just thought of one thing that I had that I got, and I got all excited, and I don't know what is up with that. Tuna fish. I just got excited. Something leaped in my mind. It's like, oh, but you have tuna fish. Like, really? I think it's some kind of vitamin deficiency or something that I am so in love with tuna fish lately. It's really strange. I never loved tuna fish so much before in my life. I think I've eaten tuna fish more in the past 2 months than I have in the past 2 years before that. I don't know what it is. It's probably what I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat tuna fish. I can feel it. I'm like, there's always room for tuna fish. And more salad. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to make the base of it. On top of it. Susan. I don't like the color so much, but oh well. Say it's about the whole, not the individual. Looked to see if. Okay, where's my computer? I was looking for bubbles. I feel like my notifications are kind of messed up. Things are doing like it feels like they're not acting right this week. Or the past couple of weeks. Oh, I gotta blow my nose again. Excuse me. So I've been watching Storm Chasers, and that are in like Western New York and Pennsylvania, and even north of here, in like Jefferson County and Watertown, and everybody they're getting snow, but we're not getting any. The lake is doing its thing; it's just dumping east of us, and the Western New York is getting. In Ohio, they're getting Lake Erie stuff, and then Watertown and that area, they're getting Lake Ontario stuff. And I saw like over the lake because we live like only like 3 miles from the lake, and I could see yesterday how dark it was over the lake, but it wasn't bouncing south. It was heading straight for you know the far eastern side of the lake, so northeastern side. But I'm holding out hope that it's going to suddenly bounce down, do the little bounce, because that's what a lot of times the bands that go over the lake, they do that sometimes. They bounce, they go up and down, up and down, up and down. And so we never know, from 1 minute to the next, we might get it, we might not. I'm still praying for a bounce tonight. A bounce is bad enough that like I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Is that bad? I don't want it to do it when I'm already at work. I wanted to do it before I go to work. That's the whole thing. Because I've driven home like praying for, like, oh my gosh, please tell me that person has a black mailbox. Please tell me they have a black mailbox so I can make sure that I'm on the road. Because, like, sometimes that's the only way you can tell that you're on the road is somebody having a black mailbox. If they got a beige one like we do, it's like, oh, forget it. I don't know where I am. And a lot of us do have beige mailboxes now, so I'd be praying for them black ones. Ugh, the cold. Yeah, it's crazy how cold it got. It's really weird. It's just like all of a sudden they decided, okay, we're switching up now. We're going to winter. No, I can't. That gets me so mad when that happens. It's like I don't want to be at work. I want to be home. I don't know what color to make the bottom. I need to think about the pink log cabin. What do they look like at the bottom? Same wood or different wood? Or a color, even, instead of brown. I guess we'll color something else. And what the heck is that? Did they leave a chair outside? Who leaves a chair outside when you get snow? What's it? It looks like a chair. I don't know. My spirit don't want to do that because, like, my spirit says that's stupid. You shouldn't leave that out. My spirit says you're stupid. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this. That seems to be where we're going. Yes, I love this French gray. I really do. I love all those French grays in the Prisma set. So we got a little bit of atmospheric, pretty snowfall. Like, not thick at all, just, a little dainty stuff. Very faint. But it got the road wet, and that was it. I want the real thing. I don't think we're gonna get it though. It doesn't seem that way. Now, if I could see these numbers, I actually could go by them and use my own colors, but I can't really see it. I suppose if you buy the book, you'll really be able to see them, but I'm not buying the book. Although it seems to have some nice images in it. How long have I been on here? I don't know. Look. I don't know if my husband went to play hockey tonight or not. He's watching a football game. Go check and see what he's up to. Did my COVID test today. I waited. I actually could have taken it Friday, but I thought, nah, I want to wait till the bitter end. Let's just wait all the way. And yeah, and it was negative. It was a clear negative, so I was like, yay! But I still have, like, this is probably allergies, and the air is really dry. So this is my regular congestion going on. And tomorrow I need to pick up some. Okay. Sometimes I can, yeah, sometimes. And then sometimes they're just like, forget about it. Just stay home. And don't worry about logging on, but I wind up doing some kind of work anyway. One thing is like I'm gonna have to wear a mask tomorrow, and I'm trying to figure out I shouldn't even be thinking about it. Just whatever, you know. What's the scripture say in Matthew? Sufficient to the day is the evil thereof. Take no thought for tomorrow, because tomorrow will take care of itself. Pretty much trying to slip into that mode. But I also have to plan, so then I have to wear a mask, but my voice is not really, you know, up to par. And I got the braces on, and I'm gonna have to talk. Like, really? So, and I'm tired, kind of lethargic. So, I'm like, oh, strength for the day. So, kind of trying to think of something to do where I don't really have to talk that much, because I feel talking with a mask already like takes away from my oxygen level. So it's like, and maybe I need to take like a Sudafed or something tomorrow, so I'll be all hyped up like a hockey player. And I won't fall asleep. Actually, taking Sudafed might be good for me anyway, because I need a decongestant more than likely, but I'm going to be drugging myself to be able to stay awake at work. And also, sometimes Sudafed can make you dry you out so much that I start choking because everything's so dried up. That was kind of cool. I don't know why I kept doing that, because I like how it feels. Now I like how it looks. So, win-win. How long have I been on here? Hour, 15 minutes? I probably need to go soon. Let's finish. Let's try and finish up all these rocks and do them the same way. So I like to kind of get things, finish what I started on a particular thing where I used a particular pencil, so then I don't have to figure out what pencil I use when I sit down to work on that space again or whatever. Get everything done with it so I don't have to think about it, and I don't have to guess what pencil I used and possibly pick the wrong one and make the whole thing look caca or weird. Caca or weird is bad. Well, sometimes weird isn't bad, but caca is bad. So yeah, the sudden shift to it being really cold, that's something. Like last time I really was outside, it was like, didn't even need a jacket, which was odd for this time of year, but we're gonna take it. We're gonna take whatever we get up here for how our winters can be. Although I kind of miss the days when we got snow and it stayed on the ground. It stayed. It didn't melt and then melt and you can see the grass again, and then then another snowstorm. It just stayed snow on the ground, because I think it helped people know how to drive better. Hey, Bubbles, I was looking for you, and I looked for you again to see if you were alive. It's like, is she alive? I guess I'll stay here then. Coloring a PDF I got from the Dover sample pages. What is it? Creative Haven, Christmas, color by numbers. It really has some pretty pictures. They had like 7 pages. So I downloaded every one of them. And I think I already have a dog page picked out for, because I want to do Jamie's coloring, his collab with dogs, and I haven't been able to participate in that yet because I didn't have a dog coloring book, but now I have. I've found some pictures of dogs in some coloring books I have, and so that's another thing. I want to do that. I think I'll be able to do that like this month. And for Dawn's collab, one color challenge. The color is for December is red, so that makes it easy. And I did my 2 mandalas with red. So yeah, I've done 2 mandalas already. Like wow. And I did them with crayon, which is another wow, because I'm learning how to use those very old Crayola crayons. Probably gonna upload a short of one of the mandalas, at least one of them. Oh, excuse me. Just because my nose is all stuffed up. So yeah, I'm thinking about how to get my polychromos into a situation that I will color with them. Yeah, these it's like they crumble and stuff so much. They were really like aggravating me when I was doing that cornucopia page. But then when I did something else, oh the working in Foxy Colors book or Cozy Spaces book, the crayons seem to like that paper. And so I learned something there. It's like there's, you know, it's about kind of what paper I use them on. So that's why I printed like these cat pages. I did them on printer paper because I do think I'm going to use crayon for these, and so they'll act better on that. The crayons will act better on that. But I do have that order of 2 kinds of Bic crayons coming that you're not supposed to actually. I found out that Crayola crayons do flake like that anyway, no matter what. And it's just mine are old, so they're really going hardcore with it. Um, and the page that I looked at, she tested like I don't know, like 6 different kinds of crayons or whatever, and the best ones were, and the ones that she really highly recommended and that she liked were the Bic crayons, BIC. I can't say Bic properly. Like I said, my teeth are moving. They're definitely moved in like some things I really can't say. Um, but what I also discovered is those Bic crayons that she tested, they don't. It doesn't seem like they make them anymore. They make another one called Plasti something or whatever, and so I also ordered a set of those just in case. I'm gonna have to get used to using those instead of the other ones because if they're they might be the same crayon actually, and so that's what I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna compare them. But I still want to use my old Crayolas. It's the ones that I have. I want to use them up. So. Do with that spot. Do with that spot. No, I noticed some. I noticed that you did a coloring plans video that I have to watch and I have to share. I don't know if I shared it yet. And I want to make a coloring plans video, but I don't think I can because I'm too random. I'm just too random. I'll make a plan or whatever, but then I'll do something totally different. And I would probably do that every month. Just do something totally different. So I probably should do a what have I colored this month video though. Which I don't know, maybe I'll do that this month because it's possible I may not be on that much this month. I don't know. In a way, this is my way to force myself to take a break. But just in case I can't, I decide to just, take a coloring moment without being live. And if I think I can do that, I might not be on as much this month. This is like clean up for the end of the year for work. Is there more brick? Is that brick too? Oh, that's a tree. Okay. So I don't think I want this French gray anywhere else. I don't think. I'm kind of curious. Why didn't they make the bottom of this brick? But whatever. Maybe that's. I don't know. Them chair. That's still getting me. I might have to color over that because that's like telling me like who lives inside this house. They ain't got no sense. But I mean it like that too. They ain't got no sense. You get snow like that and you got chairs outside. Something wrong with you. You're one of them people. Anyway. Change what you do. Yeah. Well, I gotta watch your video and see. Like, I don't know if I can. I don't know. Maybe that'll be my guide for how I could do it. And then I don't know. Just say I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I did this and why I did it. Yeah. Well, I'm having fun watching your junk journaling. I'm really learning a lot from watching it. So I'm enjoying that. I don't know if I want to do anything else on here or not. I do kind of want to inspect their colors that they have on here. See if I can see them on the PDF. They've got 1-4. I can detect that 1-4-3. Huh. Okay. Well, I think that's it for me. And oh, my other computer went so I don't know if Bubbles is still here or not, but I wanted to share again the Twitch account that I have. If anybody does that, maybe you can show me the ropes. help me understand how things work on there. So I have that. I'm actually simultaneously live on Twitch. Oh wow, look at that. And you can see the chat from YouTube on there. That's cool. Um, and what else? What else? I guess if you play games or anything on Twitch, that would be cool because then you can teach me how to do that on there because I have no idea how to do that. If you want somebody to play with on there, that I'm game, no pun intended. Um, yeah, I only got on there like last month. I don't know, I don't know why. I don't even know why. I don't know why I do half the things I do. Um, and let's see what else. Remember, those PDFs are on Dover. If you sign up for the Dover sampler pages, that's how I got these, the Christmas coloring, and then the cat ones. Cat Mom. Is it the Cat Mom book? Yeah, the Cat Mom book. So those are up there now. And yeah. So thank you for joining me. And have a good rest of your day. And I'll be looking for y'all, all of you, during the week. And sharing and posting and in the clouds, sometimes in the chat, watching to support. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Bye bye. Enjoy your dinner, Deb. And Bubbles, if you're listening. Hi, Yuki. Love that little dog. His doggy paws. Bye bye.